Fox 5 health news and morning sickness could be a sign that your baby is healthy. Another study finds that pregnant women who battle nausea are less likely to miscarry.
All right, joining us now, Fox 5 medical contributor Dr. Devi Nampiaparampil. So, all right, at least there's some good news there if you have been sort of tormented by your baby during your pregnancy.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating news, So this study was done by researchers at the National Institutes of Health, and they found that in a group of women who've already had miscarriages, so people who've already miscarried 1 or 2 times, they followed them to see what types of symptoms they developed as they tried to get pregnant and then kind of continued through the pregnancy. And they found that essentially the ones that were more likely to develop nausea or vomiting, so the ones who had more morning sickness, were 50 to 75% less likely to have another miscarriage, which that's a huge difference. So it's actually really fascinating. And no one knows exactly why that is. Why would nausea or vomiting protect you? But there were a couple of theories that came out of it. So sometimes people think that maybe it's related to evolution, right? That the morning sickness keeps you away from things that are dangerous. But of course, it's not necessarily related to things like smoking or alcohol, which those are dangerous, but don't necessarily trigger morning sickness. But then they also looked at, since they were following these women before they got pregnant, they found that a lot of them, about 1 in 5, got nauseated before they even had positive pregnancy tests. So the hormone levels hadn't changed yet, but they already had symptoms. So it's possible that it's related to the placenta or something else that the embryo is creating that actually is beneficial for the embryo. And then the third possibility is it could be related to the hormone changes. But
well, just as long as it means that the baby's okay, I'm sure everybody would love to accept that theory.
Sure. Now, it doesn't mean that if you don't have morning sickness that the baby's in trouble.
But it's a good way to look at it on the bright side if you do.
Yes.
I can attest to that. I didn't have any morning sickness.
It's like rain on your wedding day being good luck. This is the same sort of, we'll file that in the same category. All right, well, could a possible treatment for kidney stones be found at the amusement park? I love this story. So they're basically saying if you have kidney stones, you ride a roller coaster, you might pass them.
It could be. So a patient actually went to a doctor and said that this is what happened, that they were at Disney on Thunder Mountain and they were able to pass the kidney stone, right? So most of us, I feel like as physicians, we hear these things from patients and it's interesting, but you just sort of file it away. But this doctor actually built a model of the patient's kidney using a 3D printer and I guess scans that he had or she had. So basically they built the model of the kidney, then they inserted these into the model, things that are supposed to represent the kidney stones, and then with Disney's permission, essentially went to the amusement park, rode the roller coaster about 20 times to see what would happen with the fake kidney stones, and they actually did pass. So I don't know exactly why it is, but it might be something about the deceleration and acceleration, the same way when you shake ketchup.
It seems like such an absurd wives' tale or something like, go on the roller coaster and you'll shake the kidney stones out, but that does appear, and they said, even in the study, it's like, you have a better chance of it happening in the back of the roller coaster, which is where roller coaster fans love, because that's like the craziest part of the roller coaster.
I feel like it's like shaking the ketchup when you're trying to get it out,
Right. It's the same type thing. It's crazy that works, but hey.
I don't know if it's painful. Could be, but at least you're sort of in a blur from the roller coaster.
I live in fear of, I know people who've had kidney stones. It just seems like the worst nightmare to go through. It really does. That's something I never have to deal with. Scary. All right, Dr. Devi, you're good.